Hello, this is Laura and welcome to the Learning Reading Hub. In today's video, I want to share a hack to help your beginner reader gain fluency and speed at sounding out words, which obviously will lead to better reading comprehension as well. This is something I'm personally doing with my youngest child and it's made a huge difference. It's going to be a quick video today because it's actually something really simple, just a quick fix or a way to go about blending that is probably different from the way you're doing it. But I think that once you try it out, you're going to be very happy because you will see results. So without further ado, let's go start. Okay, so to put all of this into context, the stage we're at the moment is this. My child has finally learned all the letter sounds and she's getting pretty good at blending VC words such as on or at, CVC words such as cat or hat or hop most of the time, and even CCVC words. Well, we're working on that at the moment. But this is where the trick, I think, is really paying off. Okay, so the problem is that especially as you introduce longer words and children do their usual blending, it goes something like this. For instance, say we're reading the word mad. They'll go a, t. And for the word sun, they'll go So basically, they've just sounded out every single letter correctly, but they can't figure out the word. This is because by the time they get to the last sound, they've forgotten all about the first one. So what do children do? They go and say a completely different word altogether, maybe with the previous examples, at instead of mad or none instead of some. I actually do not blame them. In a way, they are taking so much time in between sounds that it's really difficult to put together the sounds to figure out the word. So they just go and guess a word based on the sounds they remember. This difficulty increases as words get longer and longer. You will probably notice that two-letter words are fine, but they get more stuck with three-letter words and way more stuck with CCVC words, words that contain blends. So what's the trick? What can we do? Okay, are you ready? Just remember this little sentence. Hold the sound. As you're working with your child or student, ask him or her to hold the sound. So for instance, say the target word is mad, again, we hold every single sound like this. Mad. With sun. Sun. Notice the difference? You're saying the word without even realizing you are. You don't actually have to take that extra step of going back to the sounds you've just said and put a word together. For a more complicated word, including a blend, even more crucial, I think. Compare these. B, L, A, K. B, L, E, N, D, S, N, A, K. To these. Black, blend, snack. So try this out, please. Remember the sentences, hold the sound. In proper terms, though, this is called continuous blending and for some reason is not as widely used as well known as the other type of blending called choppy blending. Why could this be? Well, I think that maybe it's because there are what we call stop sounds in English that you cannot really hold so easily. These stop sounds are b, d, g, k, p, t. And by the way, if you're interested in a cheat list of stop and continuous sounds, check the video description. I will leave you a link to a freebie with exactly that information. Anyway, coming back to stop sounds and blending, this is what I do. Say the word is pen. I'd say pen. Or cat, I'd say cat. As you can see, I actually ignore a little bit that is a stop sound and try to hold it without causing distortion. In other words, I smoothly blend it to the next sound to the best of my abilities without causing distortion to the sound. Okay, so if your student has the habit of choppy blending, it's going to take a while until he or she gets used to this new way of blending. Of course, you're probably going to have to model a lot. If you're working on a one-on-one setting like me, that's perfect. You can choral blend words with your child, reading in unison with him or with her some of the words, especially if you detect that they're going to be problematic. I've done it many times with CCVC words, that is words that contain blends. For instance, the first couple of CCVC words that she has to read that day, it really helps her see that they are really not that difficult, that is the same idea, and realize that she's more than capable of reading those more scary words. By the way, we're also using a lot the technique of sliders behind words or moving your finger along the letters as you read them as well. It's a really good practice, another one that I'd encourage you to use because it's really effective. Okay, so that's it for today. Let me know in the comments if you use this technique, what results you get, and maybe you even have other tips, other ideas that you want to share for children at this stage. And by the way, if you're interested in a video where I share 10 blending strategies for children that really struggle with blending, I recommend you watch this video as well. And if you found this video useful, please share, give this video a like, and for more videos like this one, subscribe. Bye and see you in the next video.